Okay. Just tell us your name and where you were born, your birth date.
Liesl David, geboren am December 16, oh that's in English, December 16, 1919, in Bad Kreuznach.
And where did you live?
We lived in Bad Kreuznach I lived there 8 years, and then we moved to Meisenheim.
And what do you remember about going to the synagogue?
My father went every Saturday morning to services, and he took me and my mother. The women were seated upstairs like a balcony, and the men were separated. It was not Orthodox, but it was a conservative service. And my father got an aliyah every Saturday morning, and because he donated money, you had to donate money every time you had a aliyah.
And what holiday did you go to? What holiday did you celebrate
and
there?
We celebrated every holiday there, and my favorite one was Simchas Torah, because on that particular day I was allowed to come downstairs into the main sanctuary, and I danced with my father with the Torah carrying around the synagogue.
And what happened to the synagogue during the war?
The synagogue was the town was very fortunate that they did not burn the synagogue on Kristallnacht on November 9, 1938, and therefore it stayed intact. But the Jews were all gone by 39. There was no Jews there, I don't think so, because I left in 39. And over the door of the entrance of the synagogue were the 12 commandments. And a woman who was not Jewish, a Gentile woman who probably hated the Jews, went there during the night and took the 10 commandments off above the door. And my brother, who was living in France, went back to Germany in 1946. And they were trying to destroy the synagogue then because the stone of the building was a very rare stone and very powerful. So in order not to have it destroyed, or rather get the builders, the stone, my brother bought the synagogue. And that saved the destroying of it. And then after a while, when he was no more able to work there, and they wanted to know what to do with the synagogue, and he could really practice Judaism, he sold it to the township. And the township converted the entire synagogue, kept the sanctuary intact, made one floor and called it the music home. The woman was hired from Israel and made all windows were done in
stained glass.
Stained glass.
Stained glass.
All the stained glass windows were done by the woman from Israel, and one floor was dedicated to a museum, which was one wall dedicated to my father's brother, the entire David family. And objects were laying in a case, a display, a talis, only a few things which were able to, I guess my brother was able to, or somebody was able to get those, and they were on display.
Did you ever visit the synagogue?
No, I used to go to Germany to visit my family, my father's children, and I went to the synagogue, visiting the synagogue, and it was beautiful to see the whole synagogue intact, and seeing the family remembrance of the David family.
Thank you.